Here's what happens with the guitar on the verse. It sounds to me like he's just playing this tritone double stop, which is a B and an F, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Underneath that, the bass is playing that intro. The next part is one of two really swirly, ethereal parts that happen in the song. This one happens twice. It's always right before the about violence. This is the part where he says, I feel strongly. And the bass is really more the focus here. It's playing a figure that sounds like... And on top of that, the guitar is playing a chord that you could think of it as, I think of it as a half diminished chord, but the notes aren't all there. It's an E, a G, and a D. At one point on the album, the studio recording, he plays, and it's an E flat to a D, and then moves up and does the same thing with the root at G. So that's a G, B flat, and an F. So then that's a G flat to an F, or F sharp if you want to, however you want to call it. And I've listened to live recordings and seen live video of him where it just looks like he's just playing those three notes and hanging there, and then moving up a minor third with the same shape. The next part is where you hear Mike Patton say, strongly! And the guitar is just playing these hits while the bass plays. The hits on the guitar are another tritone. I've been playing it here. I've also played it as a diminished chord here. Either way you want to play it seems to work. And then it comes out into the part where he says, about violence! And that part is, they're just power chords that go G, B flat, F, B flat. So that whole part sounds like... right back into that verse intro thing with a noisy horn solo on top. After that noisy horn solo, the intro verse thing goes into what I think of as the chorus. It sounds like this. Let me play it from the end of that horn solo riff. Alright, there were a couple of parts happening there. The first is this riff that goes from the verse intro into what I call the chorus, where they say love is a fist. That riff comes out of this intro, that climb up from last time. Then you're going to go up one more half step to a C and play this riff. That riff is C, B, B flat, F sharp, F, D, which I play open. You could play it here if you wanted. A, I play it here, and then an E, and it hangs on that E. And those are just chromatically moved power chords. G, F sharp, F, E, as the bass is playing. And the bass is playing what the guitar is about to play. Let me play it as a bass line because it's easier to play that way, and I think it'll be easier to learn it, and then apply the needed and dreaded fifth to play it with power chords. The riff goes. Right back to this. The next part I want to talk about is there's a bridge section where they play the same thing, but they kind of just swing it, and on the recording there's a fight. There are people yelling and you can't really tell what's going on. The bass is really the only thing I can hear there, and it's playing that riff, but it's swinging it like. Goes back into that, and then again into the bridge of the song is really swirly and ethereal. I keep using those words, really dreamy. There's a lot of whole tone scale stuff going on in there, stuff that sounds like this. And if this was a bass lesson, I'd go more into depth about it, because what Trevor Dunn plays there is pretty cool. He's doing a lot of tappy harmonic. But there's a guitar that's in there that's got so much delay. It's just playing notes of the whole tone scale and kind of sliding around with so much delay and distortion that I can't really tell what's going on. When I listen to it live, he plays some of that. A lot of the recordings I've heard of him live, he just plays whole tone scales clean. So if you're the guitar player and you're going to perform this song, I would say this is your chance to get really creative with the whole tone scale. And if you don't know what a whole tone scale is, I'll play it one more time. It's simply a scale made up of nothing but whole steps. There are no half steps in it. So if you were to play it on an open G string, it would be G, A, B, C sharp, D sharp, E sharp, or F, and then G. The very last part of the song comes after the last chorus, and it sounds like it's where they say, "First love is all." And the chords of that are this one that's really dissonant. I'm not exactly sure what to call it, but it's made up of an E, a B flat, a B, that's an open B, and an F. And then just an E power chord. Goes into that from the chorus, so that last time it plays the chorus,